So, over the past couple months, I've made a number of presentations about the adjustment that my wife and I have had to make when moving in with each other and the new life that we're creating. One of these adjustments that we had to make is how we watch our TV shows. Our goal is to watch TV and enjoy each other's company, as many other couples like to do. I chose to use the win-win method to try and resolve the conflict that we have in watching TV episodes. That conflict being, we enjoy different shows. And more importantly, even when our interests in shows align, we enjoy watching in different ways. For example, my wife enjoys comedies and dramas, whereas I enjoy historical documentaries and Star Wars episodes. And even when our interests do align, like in historical dramas or in The Mandalorian, I enjoy binge watching my shows, getting to the end of them as quickly as possible and spending hours and hours at a time just sitting and enjoying them. Whereas my wife likes to take her time in her shows, watch them once a week, or have certain shows for different moods that she's having, which seems completely foreign to me. To come up with a solution for this conflict, there were 4 solutions that we came up with. Number 1, we could watch our shows separately and not interact with each other at all. The shows that we enjoyed watching together, we would simply watch apart and reconvene at later dates to talk about what had happened. Number 2, I give in to her pick, or she gives in to my pick. Number 3, we alternate nights where we choose. Some nights I get to pick the show that we're going to watch, and other nights she gets to pick. And number 4, we watch some shows together, some shows separately, and some shows I can watch ahead and binge on the contingency that I let her know that I'm doing that ahead of time. Now, there are issues with each of these solutions that we came up with. Number 1, the issue with watching our shows separately is that part of the enjoyment is watching our shows together, watching in real time, seeing what's happening, being able to theorize with each other and get excited about what's happening on screen, feeding off the energy of each other. Number 2, me giving in to what she wants to watch every single night, or vice versa, has a very obvious fault in that giving in completely, whether that be for shows or any other issues in your life, can leave unresolved resentment. And this solution is not healthy or sustainable in any way. Many couples think that by giving into the argument continuously and avoiding the conflict is making them agreeable and a good partner. But that simply is not the case, because it often will lead to an even bigger argument down the line. Number 3 held the most promise when we came up with it, and we did try it for a little while. Alternating nights, where I pick a show one night and she picks a show the other night, seems to be a good compromise. However, in practice, it doesn't work out that way. Our nights are not always predictable, and some nights we don't have time for a show. So trying to set a schedule for Tuesday nights are mine and Wednesday nights are hers is not practical. Also, my wife doesn't always have control over what mood she is in when we are picking our shows. If she's not in the mood to watch Star Wars, that might make me sad, but at the end of the day, I don't want to make her sit down and watch a show that she's not going to enjoy, because part of my enjoyment from watching the show comes from her, and the same thing goes for her as well. Neither of us want to force the other to watch something that they don't want to. So, after talking about it for a while, we came to solution number 4, watching some of our shows together, others separately, and she allowed me to binge watch certain shows as long as she knew ahead of time that I was doing that. Solution 4 is not perfect either. I can sometimes get ahead of myself, watching shows late at night when she's asleep, and forgetting to tell her about it because I had been excited or because I knew that she would not like me watching ahead. And we still don't always agree on what show to watch. As stated before, I have a select type that I'm always down for, and my wife has moods that sometimes she wants to watch one show over the other in ways that isn't always predictable. However, with both of us working together and making these compromises with each other and having honest conversations, this is the solution that seems to have worked best for us.